So there's a couple of things when it comes to cars and motorbikes that I think make things look really nice and extra especially clean, and that's nice clean wheels with tyre dressing and nice chrome pipes. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about my process for trying to clean up and maintain nice shiny exhaust pipes. So I know cars and bikes are built to be used, but I like to try and kind of keep things in as best condition as I can, and the reason why I'm doing this video right now is on my Honda CB1000R during, I can't remember when it was now, beginning of the year when we're still during lockdown, I had to make a visit to get some equipment from part of my damaged roof, and I'd sold my Tesla right then, so I only had a motorbike to use, and I went out and it absolutely hammered it down, got absolutely wet, and my downpipes got absolutely trashed. I've been doing a really good job of looking after them, keeping them really nice and shiny chrome, and they just got absolutely mullered. If you look online, there's lots of people that say you can use Jif or Zif on them and stuff, which basically removes the coating and it reduces the longevity. So there's a few different products that I use. I'm going to show you how I use them on my bike and show you the results we can get. Obviously this works on any exhaust that's chrome, so nice on tailpipes, etc. Keeps things looking really nice. So one of the most common, it's been around a while, is this Autosol. So this works really well. It's relatively abrasive, but works really well on metal stuff. Then we have this Meguiars Metal Polish. Been using this for a while as well. Works really well. And a new one that I haven't tried out before is this Finesse Mercury Polish. So I'm going to give this a go on one of the downpipes, but let me show you the state of the bike. I've already done one of the pipes to kind of show you before and afters. I did this one with Autosol, but I'll show you how things kind of stack up. When you're ever using these products, you've got a couple of options basically. Apply and buff with a microfiber cloth, which is a good place to start. You can also then use some wire wool, which I can't find right now, but I'll grab some in a moment. Or something I bought off Amazon real cheap is a buffing pad for my machine polisher, which is what I'm using on this because it's quite stubborn. So let me grab those and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'll put some links in the description for these products anyway. This is the steel wool that I tend to use. It lasts a long time if you use it sparingly. You don't really need to use a lot of it. I've had this for, I don't know, must be nearly 20 years. Works really well. And then this is what I bought, just basically a couple of buffing pads from Amazon which fit onto my machine polisher. But let me show you what we're working with down here. Keep things relatively clean as we come down here with the heat and the damp and the mud. This is how they looked. So I have given them a hand polish about a month or so ago, which kind of got them to this stage, but machine polishing with this buffer is going to do a slightly better job. So I'll show you a little bit by hand what we can achieve, but just on the other side with the Autosol, I've pretty much finished it. Just a few more bits to kind of buff out, and you can see these are the results that we can get again. The buffing pad looks a bit black, but it does work pretty damn well. So let me set the camera up and I'll show you a little bit about what we can do by hand, and then how we can do some stuff with a machine polisher. And yeah, hopefully this will inspire you to do the same on your exhaust tips or your pipes on your motorbike. Okay, so we're going to have a go with the Finesse Mercury Metal Polish first. I've not used this before, so this is going to be a learning experience for me as well. So I tend to wear some gloves. I don't want to get this stuff on my hands. So again, we're going to use the polish, microfiber cloth, and basically just kind of get it in here and get a layer on the cloth like that, and then gently apply it. I prefer to use a circular motion across the pipes. So my tip is not to work on too much of a larger surface at one go, so we'll just focus on down here. And in general, if you've been looking after your exhaust tips and what have you on a regular basis, just light motion with this light abrasive is going to do you not too bad. But where this has been in the heat with the rain and everything, just getting bombarded from the wheel, we're not going to see too much progress probably from just using our hands. So it has improved a little bit. You can see here some blackening of it coming off. Just apply a bit more. So I would tend to do, as with all kind of polishing work, start off with the least abrasive to start with. So it's just microfiber rubbing, see what result you get. Here also we're not getting the result that we need because this is pretty harsh. So now we'll grab a bit of old wire wool or the steel wool and apply a little bit of that on here and see how we get on. Okay, it's a little bit of wire wool. You can wet this if you want. I tend to use it dry personally, and we'll work on this area just here and see how we get on with that. Okay, that's actually making some reasonable progress, especially on the bend here. That's definitely cleaned that up. And again, you've got to be relatively firm with this. But you can see there already, it's making a nice improvement on the pipe. And just grab your microfiber cloth again and just buff it a little bit to see how you get on. You can see there already it's made a decent improvement on what we had to start with. But because I have a machine polisher, I'm now going to use that as well. So I'm going to use the same dirty head that I had on already. Use a microfiber cloth to dab the metal polish all over and give it a good covering. And then we use the machine polisher to clear things up. I'm going to use my old Porter cable polisher. I have got a new Ryobi dual action battery power polisher that I've not unboxed yet. But again, you can pick up these polishers relatively cheap now. And this Porter cable one I've had about 20 years, so yeah, it's worth the investment if you're into detailing. So again, just get the metal polish here, lather it up. I find it's better to apply the product to the surface that you want. When you're working with a machine polisher, you can work in a slightly larger area, but if you put it on the pad, it will then kind of flick itself about a little bit, so that's why I prefer to apply it to the surface. Okay, there we go. So the polisher will be relatively loud, so I'll probably do some music for your benefit. But let's pop it in. So here it is, my Porter cable polisher, again using this dirty polishing pad already, so can use might have to switch to the clean one. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to put it on a relatively high speed and apply kind of lightest pressure, and we'll see how we get on. So hopefully this will all start to come nice and clean. Okay, so we'll just give this a quick wipe over with a cloth, see how things are looking. Okay, so already we're seeing a good improvement there, but we're going to apply some more polish and go at it again. So we'll just keep repeating this in light increments, and as mentioned, you're really letting the tool do the work, because you just can't apply enough pressure and momentum like the machine polisher can. So just let the product and the machine do the work for you. If you do a really good job, you can have an ice cream as a reward. So I'm making progress. It's a bit difficult because it's a pretty big pad and this is on the bend, but again, just need to keep at it and eventually it will come off. If you want to, you can put a bit of wire wool in increments as you go, but I'll finish this up and then we'll come back with the end result. But this Mercury Metal Polish actually seems to be doing a good job. So yeah, maybe an Autosol alternative. The reason I'm not a massive fan of the Autosol is quite liquidy, so it goes all over the place, whereas the paste is a much easier product to kind of get where you want it and do what you need. But I think, just move the camera here, you can see it's looking much better than it was, compared side by side with the other two in the middle there. So yeah, metal polish is amazing what you can do with elbow grease or machine tools to make things look shiny and new again. Okay, so it's all done. End up using two of these, so they're all caked up. I'm not sure how well they'll wash. I will put them in the wash and see, but I end up again using that Auto Finesse metal polish and a bit more wire wool as well. I think they come out pretty good, so I'm going to show you. I don't think they're as good as they were before this happened, when it was all brand new, because obviously you do obviously get the heat pitting and stuff and stones hitting the exhaust pipes and stuff, but I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll wrap up this video. So if this video has been helpful and it has inspired you to feel more confident to use some metal polish and steel wool on your exhaust pipes and tips to clean things up a little bit, then please leave a like. Also ask any comments, leave any feedback down below, much appreciated. And if you like these videos and others, please consider subscribing and pressing that bell icon. So let me swing the camera around and show you the finished result. There we go. So much better than they were. I think you'll hopefully agree. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. But nice and shiny and respectable again, and now I just need to make sure I never use the bike in the rain and try and keep them like this, because this is a job I don't want to be doing on a regular basis. I think the other option is obviously you could wrap the pipes
if you wanted to. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be used, but I like things to look shiny and new for as long as possible. Thanks for watching.